Good morning, students. This is the video of class 7 subject science. So today here we will start with our sericulture. So sericulture, that means the cultivation of the silkworm. That means, as we have read in the previous video, that we are studying with the production of the silk, how silk was produced. So here we will read about the cultivation. That means how there is a cultivation of silkworm and how they produce the silk. So this process is the production of silk is known as the sericulture. And as we all know that world's number one largest producer of silk is China, and second one is our country, that is India. So it's the second largest producer of silk. So here we will read that how that means this sericulture, that means the process of production of silk, is performed. So just I will discuss this one only, you will understand this diagram. First thing, this one is the egg. So a selected, that means a hybrid, or we can say that a very good healthiest moth is selected for the breeding, and after that they just hatch the egg over here. Now at a time the that means the moth hatch a lot of eggs. Now after the hatching they are just put in a, that means a bamboo tray. That means in a bamboo tray they are just put, and over there that means the larva come out. When the larva comes out, they are put in the bamboo tray. After over there only they are just put in a very good condition. That means the environment condition, according to their suitable environment condition, they are put over there, and they are also over there they are given the food. So what is the food that they eat? That is the mulberry leaves. So mulberry leaves are given to them for their development. So after, that means after 25 to 30 day, we will see that they just developed and they started forming cocoon. So when they started forming the cocoon, that means this is the stage where we need the silk. That means this is the stage where we will get the silk. So over that time when the cocoons are formed, so they are just divided according to their color or size, or the, that means the quality. So if the cocoons are very small, so smalls are just placed in one place, the very good one or the white one is just placed in the other one. So just like that they are separated, and in a, that means after that one they just put that one, the cocoons, in a boiled water. So in the boiled water what happens, over there that means the silk is separated from the pupa. After that we get the silk fiber over here. Now we can use it according to our wish. So here also this thing, the steps, some steps are involved over here. The sorting of cocoons. So let's see what is the sorting of cocoons. That means the cocoons are sorted according to this whatever I have told you all, size, color, shape, texture over, that means according to that thing. Second step is the important one, the reeling the filament. So what is this process? Let's see. The production of unwinding the silk filament from the cocoon for use of silk is called reeling the silk. That means when we put the, that means the cocoon in the hot boiling water, over that time the silk is just removed from the body of the pupa. So this process is called reeling the silk. So the silk filament are very fine, so they are combined together to make a thread of raw silk. So if we take a thread, so over there also if we unwind it, if we see very finely, we will see that there are a lot of small threads are attached to make a single thread. So here also they are just separated and they are combined together to make a thread. So these are 10 strands as usually reeled at a time to produce the desired thickness of ridged silk, which is known as raw silk. So we can see here, we can't see, the diagram is not given, but that means a single thread is made up of lot of a small thread, that is called the reeling the filament. Now the next process is the baling. So what is the baling? The reeled silk is packed in small bundles called box. That means this one, if we see this diagram, we can see that the bundles of raw silk, that means first raw silks are converted into the threads type. Now after that thread, they are rolled and they are packed in one area. So here something is written, the weight up to 2 to 4.5 kg. So they are just put in one weighting bags that up to 60 kg, and they are packed and they are also transported to the silk mills for the production of the, that means the silk product, that means clothes, fabrics, all the things. Okay, so the next topic we are having the types of silk. What are the types of the silk? So there are mainly four types. So what are they? Mulberry silk, Tusar silk, Muga silk, and Eri silk. So the most commonly we just known this one, the Mulberry silk, because the Mulberry silk gives us that means a desirable quality. So Mulberry silk, that means we all know about the Mulberry silk only. So there are many varieties of silk produced by the silk industry using a combination of fiber obtained from different moths. So they just make a mixture and they just make a different combination of the fibers. So these are charkha silk, chiffon, sinon, creepy, organza, satin, stabby silk, matka silk, Murshidabad silk. So from this we can understand that there are a lot of types of silk according to their production, that means according to their combination of fibers. So we have read up to this one, that whatever we are getting, that means how the we have seen here the process or the production of silk. So here are something about the health hazard of sericulture. That means what are the health hazard that is caused during this process, during this cultivation. So we can see that the when the cocoon are being separated in a hot boiled water, so this water is, that means the temperature is high, over that time the workers has to dip their hand to check the, that means the property of the, that means it is boiled or not, it can be extracted or not. So this is very dangerous. So maybe the skin can burn, or they may injured. So this thing can happen. The one who is standing over here to see this one, he have to stand for 14 to 16 hour, because they need to focus on the reeling of the fine silk. That means they have, when they will when they will be separated, so they have to keep their eye. So they have to stand and they also have to keep their eye. That means they can face the headache, they can face the eye problem. Okay, so over here, a lot of, in a very big tank, if they are boiled, that means a lot of water vapors are being released. So when the lot of water vapors will be released, the person who is standing over here, he can face the respiratory problems such as asthma and bronchitis, that means the lungs problem. And the machine that will wave the silk, they also produces a lots of noise, so they can face the problem of the noise pollution. So the last one is the discovery of the silk. As we all know that it was discovered in the China is the largest producer. So and China is the discoverer of the this silk, that means the silk. Actually the story is, there was one king. Okay, here the king's name is also given, Huang Ti. Actually he wants to know the reason behind that, the why the in his garden, why the leaves are being eaten by something, by some insects. But one day, actually, there was one woman who was just taking her tea in her garden. Over that time, cocoon is just fallen down in her tea. Over that time, the silk is just separated from the cocoon. So she get that idea that why that thing is being separated. So they just make some research and then finally get the success. So we have completed about the sericulture. In the next video we are going to read the next part.